Okay, one part of what you need to do before putting in your shift kit, besides other things, of course, when you get down to this part, this is what you're going to have to do. I suggest removing the front drive shaft for the front axle. There it is right there. Here's the drive shaft. Goes all the way into the transfer case right there. I suggest taking it off. It's got 4 bolts right here. You're supposed to mark it so that way you can put it back where it's supposed to go. Take it off. Start with this other side. This one you're supposed to mark it across here also. Okay, line it up so that way this all goes back just the same as you took it off. Okay. Also, what you're going to do, one of the steps here before you drop this, before you drop the pan, in my opinion, is to go ahead and, at least before you remove the valve body, that's just doing this before moving the pan anyway, you're going to have to disconnect the linkage. Here's a lever that actually pivots, rotates back and forth on the transmission. You're actually going to disconnect where it comes down from the actual linkage from the steering column. There is a kingpin right here on this side. Disconnect it on this side, not this side. This side has a plastic bushing that basically is not supposed to come apart. You disconnect it there, you cause yourself more trouble. Who knows how you're going to get that back together. So take off the kingpin over here. This pulls out. It's got a washer on the other side, and a thrust washer. So make sure to not lose that. That's going to dump all over the place whenever you take it off. So make sure to watch out for that. Also, once you get that taken off, you're going to want to remove the spring that's right here that connects this together. Remove that spring. That spring's connected up here to the top of your mechanism. Now, you're gonna have to. You don't have to disconnect this part, but disconnect the top lever itself. It's got a screw right here towards the back. Unscrew that. Take this lever off. It's got a cross bolt also across it here. Take that off. And all this is going to come upward and directly off. There is an inner shaft for the top one and an outer shaft for the bottom one. They turn independently of each other. So take the bolt out, take the top one off, take the bolt out, take the bottom one off. Mine, I had to beat it with a hammer and a big old screwdriver. So take that off. And before you start taking all this stuff apart, if I were you, I would hit it with the watering hose like the day before or something like that, and just wash everything off under here on the top of the transmission. Wash these levers off. Make sure everything's nice and clean so you can prevent as much contamination as possible. So that's it. I mean, another thing you want to do here is get back here. There's a connector. There's a connector back here, right here where my finger's tapping. That's going to have to come out, so make sure to clean all of the area around that. Disconnect that. Your backup switch right here, this connector comes off with 3 prongs sticking out. Backup switch also comes off here before you drop your pan. So take all that off, and once you have all that off, then in my opinion you're good to go to take the pan off. And yeah, there you go.